Man, it is cold out there. You know, all across the country, the temperatures are plunging, snow is falling, and we are deep into the fall season. And so with the winters being so brutal here in the Phoenix area, I thought it was really important that we all get our homes ready and winterized for the season. So in this video, I'm sharing with you my 6 top tips on how to winterize your home Arizona style. Stay with me to the end because I'm going to throw in a bonus tip on surviving the frigid Arizona winters, and we're getting started right now. Hi and welcome back. My name is John Ferrin and I'm a realtor with HomeSmart Lifestyles right here in Queen Creek, Arizona, and on this channel I share all things real estate as it pertains to Queen Creek and the surrounding area. You know, lately I've been noticing a lot of other videos on how to properly winterize your home, and I thought, you know, with the Phoenix temperatures plunging into the low 70s, it might be time to put out some tips on how to properly winterize your Phoenix home so that you can avoid some of the most common pitfalls. So tip number 1 is make sure your home is ready for the heavy snowfalls that are sure to come. Who am I kidding? Tip number 1, really? Make sure you reverse the direction of your ceiling fans. Did you even know that's a thing? You know, in the summer times, your ceiling fan should be rotating in a counterclockwise direction. This helps create a downdraft, and that's what provides the cooling air and the cooling breeze to the room. But in the winter time, you want them to rotate in a clockwise direction. This will create an updraft and help circulate the warm air throughout the room. Now, it's easy to change the directions. There's usually a toggle switch on the housing of the fan. You can just flip that switch and rotate it in the other direction, or on your remote there's just a little button. Push the button and it'll change the direction all on its own. Tip number 2, all across the country, folks are checking their screen doors, their windows, their doors, the ceilings around them to ensure that everything is properly sealed up to avoid any kind of draft that might be coming through the home. Here in the Phoenix area, I recommend doing the same. You want to check your doors and windows to ensure that when you have them open during the afternoons, you get that nice cool breeze coming through, bringing all that nice fresh air into the home. All right, now next on the list is tip number 3. This one is really important. You want to be sure to winterize your winter lawn sprinklers. Now, in other parts of the country, that might mean one thing, but here it means you want to test them and make sure that everything is in tip-top working order so that your fall plants and your freshly planted winter grass gets all of the water it needs to remain beautiful throughout the season. And speaking of those fall plants, that brings me to tip number 4. So it doesn't happen often, but there are times where we will dip down below freezing. So you want to make sure that you have sheets or other types of coverings that you can put over the plants the 3 or 4 times during the winter where temperatures will actually get down below freezing, because the frost can not only damage your plants but can just flat out kill them. So have those things on hand so that the couple times a year that they're necessary, you have them, and you can help maintain the life and beauty that you're enjoying throughout this frigid winter. Now, tip number 5, while others are snowed in across other parts of the country, you're going to want to make sure that your backyard fire pit is in top working order. You wouldn't want to miss out on making s'mores with your friends and family, would you? And even without the s'mores, fire pits make a great gathering place. And the last tip, tip number 6, well, this is actually a serious one. You want to make sure you check your smoke detectors on a yearly basis. Press and hold the test button on the smoke detector. It can take a few seconds to begin, but a loud, ear-piercing siren should emanate from the smoke detector while the button is pressed. If the sound is weak or non-existent, then you probably ought to go ahead and replace those batteries. And you should also have a carbon monoxide detector in the home as well, and you're going to want to test that also. Now, before I go, I promised you a bonus tip on surviving the frigid winters here. A bonus tip, you're going to want to make sure your golf clubs are in top working condition. Arizona is a haven for golfers with over 200 golf courses just in the Phoenix metropolitan area. The choices run across the spectrum, from local and often more affordable municipal golf courses to resorts that rank among the best in the world. You can pretty much bank on having sunny days with temps in the mid-60s to low 70s throughout the winter. Now, as you can see, the winters are brutal here, but if you follow these 6 tips, your home will be in tip-top shape for the winter, and by taking advantage of the golf courses here, you'll find enduring the long, frigid winter to be so much easier. Now, I'm getting calls all the time from people just like you who want to know more information about Queen Creek and the surrounding area and the homes that are for sale here. So if you're thinking about buying a home or even selling one, I invite you to call, text, email me. I don't know, send a singing telegram, however it is that you choose to communicate, because when it comes to buying and selling homes in Queen Creek and the surrounding area, I have your back. Now, I could probably go on and talk about the harsh winters for 20-30 more minutes, but I got these other videos on the channel I want you to watch as well. So feel free to surf around the channel, click on whatever jumps out at you, and while you're there, make sure you hit the subscribe button, click on the bell so you'll be notified every time a new video gets uploaded. And while you're doing all of that, I'll be looking forward to seeing you in the next video.